Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a Naruto what if today, and that is, what if Naruto was the new God of Destruction? And how will this affect the Naruto Shippuden, the Naruto the Last, and the Boruto series moving forward as a whole? So as usual guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to continue this what if guys, 150 likes and I'll continue this what if, okay guys? And just note that this is going to be a Dragon Ball crossover to Naruto verse story, so I hope you guys enjoy, okay? And so from there, I talked enough, let's get into the series, and that is, what if Naruto was the new God of Destruction? And so let our story begin. Our story is going to be starting far beyond what is known as a mortal plane, so far that not even humans with the ability to comprehend it could comprehend it in general. And so I'm going to give you just a brief run through. As a grand door opens in a palace, out walks the Grand Priest himself. And where might you think the story is starting? In Lord Zeno's realm, okay? Zen. There the Grand Priest walks out the door and goes, "Very interesting. How very interesting." As he looks upon and seeing all 12 universe spheres surrounding Grand Zeno's palace, but what happens is one of the spheres moves out of the way to allow for a brand new one to appear, which takes the Grand Priest off by surprise. He goes, 13 universes? How odd. He goes over and looks at it and he realizes that the 13 universes is one of the old ones that got destroyed by Zeno. But not only that, that 13 universe does not have a god of destruction, nor does it have an angel attendant. And the gods of creation there have failed dramatically. And so a new order must be established there. And before the Grand Priest could destroy the universe, just to keep it from Zeno and wasting his time, one of Zeno's bodyguards comes over to him and goes, "Grand Priest, Lord Zeno would like to have a word with you, please. He would like for you to stay your hand and not destroy this universe yet without hearing him out." The Grand Priest looks and bows and says thank you. He disappears and so does the attendant, and they appear right by Lord Zeno. When he appears, he bows and goes, "Lord Zeno, how may I assist you?" Zeno goes, "Grand Priest, I would like for you to set a new charge for that universe. Yes, that universe it's not supposed to exist. It should have been destroyed by the other 6 that I originally destroyed. However, thanks to that artificial life form known as Android 17, his wish gave me an idea. So I allowed for the appropriation of one more universe to come out. This universe was in a peculiar situation, where its god of creations and the god of destruction in a sense had a falling out, where the god of destruction pretty much died. And so I deemed its universe unworthy and erased it. But, however, seeing this universe again, it gave me hope, gave me a glimmer of something more than what was." And the Grand Priest goes, if you don't mind me, Lord Zeno, could you tell me on your plan?" He goes, "Most certainly. I see a young man that can be really powerful if he's unbound by the notions of what it is to be a destroyer god. Where I noticed with all the other universes where the destroyer gods or the angels have failed to raise the destroyer god the right way, it's all the times where they were brought up only knowing destruction." And he looks at the Zeno and he goes, "I see." And he goes, "As this point, there's a young man being born right now." Zeno opens his hand and shows what's it called? An image, and he goes, "This planet over here is remarkably named Earth, most notably like Universe 7 and Universe 6's Earth. However, in this universe, the laws and principles are severely different. They don't follow the notion of what Goku and them consider as ki. They follow what is known as chakra, life force, which to me, it all looks the same to me. I believe it's just a different form of manifestation. But however, as the Grand Priest looks at Zeno speak, Zeno goes, "This young man, he is going to know pain. He's going to know strife. He's going to know all the hardships of living a mortal life, and he's going to give an in-depth perspective on how to become a better destroyer god. So I have this. I would like you to appropriate the Elder Kai from Universe 7 and take him over to Universe 13 as the new guardian and supreme Kai of that universe. And I will also like for you to send your daughter Angel to go and watch the universe until young Naruto is ready to receive his training to become the new god of destruction of Universe 13. Can you do this for me, Grand Priest?" The Grand Priest looks at Zeno and bows. "Of course, Lord Zeno. I'll happily do this for you." He stands up. "But if I may, why this boy? And Zeno smiles. I see great potential in him, and maybe through him, the complete change of all gods of destruction. Because I still don't like how their natures are. They're meant to be destroyer gods, yes, but they're not meant to be doing senseless destruction. Hence, why I want Naruto to grow a certain point before he gets any form of angelic or godly intervention at this present time. And he goes, I see. So he'll have no enhancements? No, he'll have only the enhancement he is born with. Can you do that for me, Grand Priest? Grand Priest smiles and goes, of course, Lord Zeno, I'll happily do this for you. And he goes, thank you. And so what happens is Grand Priest disappears and he appears in Universe 7. And as they're all drinking tea and wasting time, it goes exactly what Zeno saw with the last 13 to 18 universes. Universe 13 up to Universe 18. The lazy gods of creation. So none of them notice that he's there and he coughs it. They all turn around like, oh, Grand Priest. They all bow down and he goes, it has come to the attention of Lord Zeno that you gods of creation are still doing nothing. It shocks the hell out of them that he just said that. Sorry about that. I just accidentally punched my desk. But anyway, it shocks the hell out of them to think that Lord Zeno is watching them. But anyway, he cuts to the chase. He goes, Elder Kai, you have been appointed the new god of creation of Universe 13. Grand Priest snaps his fingers and the Elder Kai looks the same, but he has a new rejuvenated life force and he's much stronger, he'll live longer. And he goes, it'll be your job to guide this universe. Do not squander it like the other previous gods of this universe you're going to. This is the only chance this universe has ever had to take. Unlike all the other universes that are wiped out in the Tournament of Power, this universe was wiped out before, as you know. And he understands. He goes, Lord Zeno has decreed it. You will go there at once. And looks at the other Kabuto Kai and Kabuto and Kai and Shin. Do your guys' job. He turns around and he goes, well now, let's proceed. He opens a portal and appears at the Universe 13's God of Creation home, where they're all dead, no one there but them. And what goes down is, he goes, I have wiped the slate clean of all deities in this realm. Now, I've taken a notion from the universe where you come from and have re-established a type of King Enma in the, what's it called? King Yama, I mean, Enma, my bad, wrong, yeah. But King Yama at the checkout station and made 4 cardinal Kais, the direction of north, south, east and west, just like every other universe, and made the Grand Supreme Kai that look over top of them, or Grand Kai look over top of those smaller Kais. But you Elder Kai, you will be the Supreme Kai of this universe. You will be the Grand Supreme Kai, and with that title comes the power with that being the Grand Supreme Kai. You will be the only true equal besides Angel to actually be the new god of destructions. Not rival, but power balance. You understand these terms, right? He goes, yes, Grand Priest. He goes, good. Now set yourself up and wait for my daughter's arrival. And so what goes down is Angel understands everything. She watched everything go down. The Grand Priest sent the signal, and Angel comes down to the god of destruction to home in this universe and changes it to kind of suit Naruto, how what maybe Naruto would want. Okay, and so as she's doing so, we're going to cut down to the actual story where young Naruto is born. And he's been sealed with the Cubian within him. The Grand Priest is watching, and he's smiling, going, this boy has a great destiny on himself. I see why Grand and Lord Zeno would want me to do this to myself, get involved. I understand. I hope you do well, new god of destruction. Grand Priest appears right in front of Naruto, and everyone can't see him. He's a god. Like, Hiruzen's took it to Kushina, giving Naruto his name and everything. And as she's doing so, the Grand Priest leans over to Naruto and taps him on the head. For you are going to be the finest destroyer god that these universes have ever seen. I look forward to your progress, young man. He stands up and disappears immediately. Well, he didn't exist there in the first place. But what goes down is Naruto is going to grow up the same life. He's going to be ridiculed the same. The third Hokage is going to just fail Kushina, okay? Danzo's going to give it away that Naruto is the Jinchuriki, and everyone's going to look down on him and beat him up the same way they do in canon, okay? And so nothing in Naruto's life is going to change. He has that power within him, but to unlock it, he needs to go through the training of Angel. And speaking of Angel, Angel's doing the cleanup mess within the universe, you know? She is doing Naruto's job until Naruto comes of age, and so he can predetermine how destroying works, okay? She's just doing exactly what she's told. She's neutral, she's not evil. She's not technically the god of destruction, but she's just a villain until he becomes ready. And so we're going to do a little brief time skip to up until the point where Naruto fails the beginning entrance exam to become an actual shinobi, you know. And what goes down is he gets convinced by Mitsuki to steal the scroll of ceilings. He still runs away with it, and he still learns the multi-shadow clone jutsu. The thing that's going to change with the Naruto is when it comes to Iruka, okay? And from there, let's continue from there. Iruka is telling Mitsuki that Naruto is, he's proud of Naruto, where Naruto is come, like, who cares he's the Night-Owl Fox, he's still the shinobi of the Hidden Leaf, and you have no right to tell him otherwise. Mitsuki says, he's just a demon, and you're just a dead bastard. He runs in the chuck the demon wind shuriken, but Naruto, for some reason, something snaps within Naruto this time. Something that he didn't know he had. But immediately, Naruto unintentionally rushes and kicks Mitsuki right in the face this time. He doesn't, but really hard. And as Naruto kicks him, he's unintentionally floating, which shocks both him and the Iruka. And when Mitsuki hits the tree, he breaks his jaw on the tree and he's knocked out entirely. Naruto is briefly floating for a bit, having a little bit of purple energy emitting from his body, but then he lands feeling absolutely exhausted. Iruka's like, what was that, Naruto? Did you? And Naruto's like, I don't know. My body just... was it the Nine Tails? And what goes down is Iruka goes, no, I know the Nine Tails chakra, and that I don't know what that was, but it was everywhere and nowhere at all, Naruto. Thank you so much for saving me. Naruto looks at Iruka and goes, no problem, Iruka-sensei. I'm here to help, thank you. Iruka's happy, and what happens, Iruka gives Naruto the Genin headband, and Naruto goes into school, just like in canon, okay? Now, our story is going to really take a change right now. As Naruto has been taken into, and he's waiting for Kakashi, to his sensei, what goes down is a young lady walks into Konoha. She holds a staff, and she has a massive halo around her neck. And as she's walking in, the city guards look at her and go, hey young miss, what are you doing here? She smiles and goes, oh, I've come to see the third Hokage, if you don't mind. And they're like, they all kind of get on the hostile intent because this random girl came out of nowhere. They can't just trust that she's someone that is innocent. They go, what's your business with the third Hokage? And she smiles. This business has to do with Naruto Uzumaki. That's what it has to be done with. Now, I can either go there without you guys seeing me go there, or allow you guys to willingly take me. But by all means, I'm just an innocent young girl. They look at her like, what the hell? And they're about to say something to her, but she disappears as if they were nothing. And she reappears a little bit further ahead, right in front of their view, and they're like, what the hell did she... I didn't even see her move. What the hell? They go to raise the alarms, and one goes to rush off to try to get some external help while the other Jonin runs after the angel girl. Every time they get close to her, she just appears somewhere else, which shocks them. And now, from Angel's perspective, she is Whis' younger sister, okay? Much like Miris was. Well, she's older than Miris, but younger than Whis. But what goes down is, as she's walking through the village, she's smiling, understanding that everything, every dimension, all the stuff she took in place to create Naruto's home, has a lot of the resemblance to this village. In much ways. She looks at Ichiraku Ramen, and she uses her staff to copy Ichiraku Ramen's food entirely. Everything, all the meat, everything. And as she sees it, she goes, this is going to be good. As she walks in, at the same time, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are doing the bell test, okay? And so that's still going on. As she walks to the village, she goes off and sees the third Hokage. And why I say the bell test is because I'm just going to say it, because the bell test is super relevant to what I want to try to do. But anyway, as she walks right into the Hokage's office, the Jonin try to touch her or try to stop her, but she just walks through them like a ghost, which scares them. The third Hokage has been made aware of the situation, and he kind of suits up to get himself ready. But what happens is, as he does so and he turns back, she's in the room, and she's like, Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage. It is nice to meet you. She bows to him, and he's like, who are you? And she goes, simply put, I'm the entity known as Angel. He's like, Angel? And she goes, yes. Now, it has come to my attention that a young man has finally developed his powers. And I am here to collect said young man. And he's like, who? What powers? Come into Paz goes, this boy has yellow blonde hair. He has beautiful blue eyes and whiskers on his face, due to him being the Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tails Fox, most notably Kurama. And he's like, what? How do you... He instantly gets into a fight with how do you know these secrets? These are top hero secrets. She goes, now, Hiruzen, there's no need for violence. You stand no chance against me, and it was pointless. She puts her hands down. She doesn't have Whis' mannerisms. She's more direct, only due to the fact that she had to be a destroyer god for Naruto until he came of age, and now he's finally up to the age where he has unlocked parts of his god key destruction power that the Grand Priest put in within Naruto. At the same time, it is now time for her to train Naruto, because if he doesn't get the training, he'll destroy the village. And this is what she explains to the third Hokage. She goes, have you ever heard of gods, or God in particular? And he goes, well, yes, the god of Shinobi was. And she goes, no, not Hagoromo Otsutsuki, not him. And he's like, huh? I am talking about the actual gods, the gods that create the universe, the gods that oversee your universe. Do you know anything about that, Hiruzen Sarutobi? And he goes, oh, like rumors and myths, but where are you going with this, young lady? And she goes, I'm far from young, and I'm far from being a lady in a sense. I'm neither either. I just take this physical form so you can understand what I look like and how to perceive me on an everyday basis. But I'll explain to you. My name is Angel. I am the angel attendant of the god of destruction. In all 13 universes, there should be a natural balance of gods of creation and gods of destruction. Well, not all gods of destruction or their actions are inherently evil. There's some gods of destruction that are mega lazy and destroy anything because they can. And that's Universe 7, Beerus, And so, as she says this, he's like, I don't believe you. And she goes, I don't expect you to believe me. In fact, to be honest, I'm only telling you this because Naruto Uzumaki is going to be going for a while. He's like, what? You will not do no such thing. She goes, it's already decided. She taps her staff and Naruto appears right in front of the third Hokage. By this time, he was tied up to a wall. And he's just shocked, and Naruto's shocked, like, what the? Hey, old man, what am I doing here? And she goes, how interesting. Naruto turns and looks at her, and he feels something that he's always felt before, like as if him and this girl have known each other all their lives. She walks over to Naruto and goes, hello, Naruto Uzumaki. And he's like, hello, Angel. And she smiles, I'm glad you know my name. And the third Hokage is just so confused. He's like, Naruto, and what happens is she puts a soundproof barrier around him so nothing comes out of his mouth. He can't do nothing, he can't break it, it's like indestructible. And she goes, now that he's taken care of, I am your attendant, Naruto Uzumaki, and I'm here to take you on your journey to become the new Universe 13's God of Destruction. Naruto's like, God of what now? And she smiles. I know this is hard for you to understand. However, how about I show you, and from there we can go with what we need to do for the future. How about that, Naruto? Do you want to come to see your own home? And he's like, my own home? And he's like, yes, take my hand, Naruto. Naruto unintentionally just takes his hand because he's always felt like he can trust her. It's like she's always been a part of him. As he touches her hand, she taps her staff, and a massive beaming light surrounds them and shoots in the sky. At this point in time, Kakashi was rushing back to the third Hokage because he saw that Naruto disappeared, so he's unsure what's going down. And so as the third Hokage explains everything to Kakashi and what goes down, he's like, what? Gods? Destroyers? Like, what the hell? Where is she? Where is Naruto? And as this goes down, it takes about a good 30 minutes to get to Beerus' world from Naruto's house. But when they get there, what goes down is, well, Beerus' world, his own world, Naruto's world. When he gets there, he's like, wait a minute. This is kind of reminds me of the village where I live. And she goes, yes, I kind of based this realm on the aspect of your home, your world, what made you feel comfortable. I even have a place that makes you Ichiraku ramen. Naruto's like, what? And she goes, yes, you can have it at any time you want, young man. Naruto's like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful, thank you. Why are you doing this? And she goes, simple. You have been appointed again the new god of destruction. And so I'm here to begin your training process. And she taps her staff, and she lets go of her staff, and a portal opens. She goes, I would like you to step through this portal, and your training will begin. And he's like, Naruto is shocked, and she goes, you will become stronger than any being on your planet. Any being. And Naruto's like, okay. He just trusts her, and he walks through the portal, and when he walks through the portal, what goes down as it closes behind him. Now a week in Konoha passes. I'm going to say 2 months of Konoha passes. And this time, what comes out is Naruto comes out, and he's relative to his Shippuden size now, okay? Because he went into the God realm, where it's pretty much like the Room of Spirit of Time, but it has God Ki everywhere, and the only way you can move is by condensing your Ki. At this point in time, Naruto is so powerful, like, Yeah, he's ridiculous. He spent 2 months of direct training with her, and why I say 2 months is because if a normal month is 31 days, and let's just say that another month comes to 28 days. Okay, let's say that Naruto spent a lot of days, a lot of years training with her, honing his skills, and because of his natural destroyer key, his body's not going to physically age that much. And so after he's done and his power came to full fruition, he is met by the Elder Kai. The Elder Kai looks at him and goes, "Greetings, new destroyer god. My name is Elder. I'm the Elder Kai of this universe, or Grand Supreme Kai. I've taken the Elder Kai title from where I've originally come from. I hope you don't mind." Naruto is shocked and smiles. "No, not at all, Supreme Kai." He bows to him. "Thank you for showing up. I assume it's time for my godly immortal ritual, I guess?" And he goes, "Yes, you're very well informed, young man. Step forward." Naruto steps forward, and the Elder Kai places his hand on Naruto's chest. A heartbeat hits Naruto's chest, and he feels it, and he removes his hand and he goes, "Now you have true immortality. Stay well, young god, and I'll be watching from a distance." The Elder Kai bows and smiles and disappears. And what goes down is Naruto's shocked. He goes, "I'm immortal now. That's interesting. I can still die, yes, Angel?" And she goes, "Yes, if he dies, you die. And you can technically get overpowered right at this present time. The Universe 6 and Universe 11 has a stronger fighter than you at this present time. But that's only at this present time. You're young. All the other gods have had millions upon hundreds of millions of years of training. And those Saiyans and that being Jiren the Grey, he has had years upon years of training too. So cut yourself some slack, right, young man?" And Naruto's like, "Oh, alright, Angel. So, but I would like to be going home if you don't mind." And she goes, "Certainly, but there is a job that you need to attend to." And he goes, "Right." What goes down is they teleport they fly out of Goku's realm. Goku, my bad, sorry, wrong. They fly out of Naruto's realm, and as they're flying towards Earth, there's a planet that he needs to stop on. And on this planet, they have nuked themselves and let themselves go to mass genocide. Animals have become extinct, the water has become absolutely polluted, and the air is burning. People that survive have to adapt to this, and they become living like zombie ghoul kind of people, but they're still humans, or humanoid. And what happens is when he lands there, he goes, "Such waste of a planet, such destruction. Hey, Angel." And she goes, "Yes, I'm Lord Naruto. Just call me Naruto." And she goes, "All right, Naruto, what was it?" And he goes, "Are you able to show me what this planet used to look like before all this war?" And she shows him, and this makes Naruto really angry, makes him upset. The Nine Tails goes to Naruto. "So you're about to use your power for the first time, truly young, I'm Naruto." "Yes, Kurama, I am. Would you like to fully come out and watch?" He goes, "If you don't mind." And Naruto puts his hand to his stomach and pulls out an orange orb, puts the orange orb on his shoulder, and there a tiny manifestation of Kurama appears. The Nine Tails like, "I like being free, you know." And Naruto goes, "It's alright, if you want to stay out of there, you can. My world's big enough for you to roam around and enjoy." And Kurama's like, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah. You're not my weapon, and I'm not going to hold you back, Kurama. I want us to be friends, if you don't mind." And Kurama's like, "I would like that, thank you." Angel goes, Naruto." Naruto goes, "Sorry about that." "Well, what do you think, Kurama? Should I eradicate this planet, or should I just destroy the inhabitants of this and allow for the planet to heal and possibly grow back? What do you think?" Kurama goes, "Well, since this destruction is just pointless, you only have 4 limited planets in the universe, right?" And Naruto goes, "You're correct." And he goes, "And you have gods of creation that are pretty lazy. So, if I was to look at it, young Naruto, I think it'd be best if you just wipe out all the living entities on this planet and allow for the Supreme Kai to purify the planet to allow it to heal and re-foster life again." And he goes, "Very well." Naruto puts his hands up in the air, and as he does so, he just focuses and he goes, "Hakai." When he says Hakai, or destruction, or destroy, everything on the surface of the planet that is not nature or natural land gets eradicated immediately. But all the land that is still there and has nature that's still there that are not destroyed have certain type of mutations that will eventually over a period of time create a new type of life. And so as he does that, he goes, "What's this planet called?" And he goes, "Whatever you want to call it, Naruto." And he goes, "I have a dumb imagination, so I'm just going to call this Earth 2. How about that?" And she goes, "Well, technically your Earth is Earth 3. But if you want to call it Earth 2, Earth 2. And he goes, "What? Earth 3? What does that mean?" and she explains how all the other 12 universes exist and how they exist in a form of parallel. Except for Naruto's universe is its own entity, its own separate connection. And when Naruto finds out that there is another Earth in Universe 7 and there's another Earth in Universe 6, this makes Naruto super happy, and he wants to ascertain how everything goes down. But what goes down is, after Naruto has destroyed all the life forms on the planet, allowed for nature to eventually grow back fully, what goes down is they appear on Earth. But when they appear on Earth, they appear right in front of the gate. And what goes down is, when they appear, Naruto stands right in front of Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke, and some random kid that is going to be kicked out because Naruto's back. And Angel goes, "Whenever you need me, Lord Naruto, I will come back and retrieve you. How's about that?" And he goes, "Just call me Naruto, and yeah, I'm very grateful. Thank you." She goes, "I'll take my leave now." She taps and disappears. What happens is Kakashi's like, "Naruto, where have you been?" Naruto goes, "It's a long story, but it'll be best if I tell the third Hokage." Kakashi goes, "Well, we're going on a mission right now." Naruto goes, "On a mission?" He goes, "Yeah, we have a D-rank or C-rank mission to do with taking this man Tazuna back to the land of waves." Naruto goes, "Oh, damn, I missed so much. I'm sorry, Kakashi-sensei." And Kakashi's like, "It's not your fault." And then Kakashi thinks, because Kakashi doesn't like the fact that this boy and that's replaced Naruto is actually way worse than Naruto in many factors, and Kakashi has made it very clear that this boy is fodder and he's pretty much going to die. This boy was super nervous like Denki was, and so what goes down is, as Naruto appears right by the third Hokage is not used to this jump scare. What happens is, about a minute or so before Naruto entered the third Hokage's office, Angel appeared right there, and she goes, "Naruto has completed his training for now, for the next 100 years. And he's like, 100 years? And she goes, "I brought young Naruto Uzumaki back, okay? A lot has changed within him. I wouldn't want to piss him off." The third Hokage goes, "Has he become a true destroyer?" And she goes, "Well, if I was to look at it, he can tap this world and destroy it instantly. He's here to evaluate your world." And this shocks the third Hokage. And she goes, "This is no joke. You may have believed this was a joke because of how I look and how Naruto is, but Naruto is the new god of destruction. And if Naruto sees fit to destroy your planet, he will. If he sees fit to tell you guys what to do, you will do what he says." The third Hokage is shocked, like, what the hell? And what happens? Naruto appears in the room at the same time as she says that, and he goes, "Angel, that's enough." And she goes, "Oh, sorry, Lord Naruto, I apologize." She bows and stands back, and the third Hokage is like, Naruto, like, he looks at Naruto like, what the hell? Naruto's really changed. He's taller, he's got different clothes, and now I want to state that Naruto looks like the god of destruction, okay? You see his body, you see his clothes, wrapped, everything. He looks exactly like that, but Naruto. And why I didn't say Sakura blushed? Because Naruto didn't interact with her. And so what goes down is, as Naruto explains the situation, the third Hokage is just shocked. He can't believe this is all real. Like, this is not a joke at all. There's gods, there's destroyer gods, the creation god. Like, what the hell? This really gets him. And so what happens is Naruto goes, "I've decided to come back to Konoha. Every so often I'll disappear, but you won't need to worry. If I'm gone at any time, it's because I'm doing my godly duties, okay?" The third Hokage understands and goes, "You may go now, Angel." Angel smiles and disappears. And what happens is the third Hokage goes, "So are you moving back to the village?" And Naruto goes, "Well, not really." But Naruto pulls out the nine tails out of his stomach right in front of them, and it shocks them. And Naruto goes, he sits the Kurama on the shoulders and he goes, "But I know Konoha needs its own form of protection. So if you're willing to, you can ask Kurama for help, and if he wants to give you the help, he may give it to you. If not, then, well, you must understand." And what goes down is, it shocks them all. It really shocks the fact that Naruto pulled the nine tails out with no repercussion, and the fact that the nine tails has a name, and 3, the fact that the nine tails is existing freely right next to Naruto. Naruto just explains that thanks to the mastery of his powers, the nine tails' hatred did nothing to me at all. So as the third Hokage pretty much gets himself together, what happens is he just looks at Naruto, and Naruto explains, "Can I please be back in the village? I would like to live back here and to grow accustomed to this life again. It's been a while for me." And yeah, I would like to gain a new perspective on how I want to judge as a god of destruction. And it goes, yeah, but it's going to have to be up to Kakashi if he wants you back. And what happens is, as the name Kakashi comes up, Kakashi appears in the room. And at this present time, Sakura and Sasuke are standing right by Tazuna, out by the bridge, by the gate. All right. The boy that was replaced by Naruto was sent back to the academy by Kakashi because the fact that Kakashi, 1, didn't like the boy, 2, he was only Naruto's simple replacement, 3, he failed the entrance to becoming a Genin multiple times. He was only placed there to fill Team 7. And so for that, Kakashi got rid of him immediately. No hassle, he didn't give a damn. But what happens is Kakashi appears and goes, oh, Naruto. And he walks in and they just look at him. And Kakashi gets brought up to speed what Naruto said to the third Hokage, but the third Hokage and Kakashi still have no form of belief what Naruto is talking about. And Naruto goes, very well. Hey Angel, and she goes, yes, Naruto-san. Now he goes, please put a barrier around the room. And she does, oh, are you going to demonstrate? Yes, I'm going to have to demonstrate. And she smiles, alright. She puts a barrier around them. Kuruma's like, oh, this is going to be interesting. Kakashi just notices the Nine-Tails sitting on the third Hokage's desk. And bear in mind, he's one of those small type of plushy type of Nine-Tails, okay? But he still can become the massive Nine-Tails if he wants to. But he listens to Naruto as his pet, okay? Kakashi goes, the QB! What's going on? Naruto! And the third Hokage just waits. And Naruto goes, I'm going to demonstrate to you the power of destruction. So you guys ascertain that what I've been saying or what I've been doing has not been all for naught. Naruto places his hand down, and as he places his hand down, he lifts it up, and a purple energy appears in Naruto's hand. At first, Kakashi thought it was the Rasengan. No, it's not. Naruto goes, this is what I say, Destroyer Key, or the ability called Hakai. And Naruto goes, crushes it like nothing, goes, anything it touches will be it destroys. For example, Naruto puts his hands out of the window, out of the barrier, and he says, I want you guys to bear witness to this. One, I never need to repeat myself, and 2, just so you guys understand that I am not lying, nor is Angel. So, watch on. Naruto puts his hand up and goes, Hakai! When he says Hakai, Earth has a purple aura around it. Kakashi and the third Hokage sees this, they're like, what the? The third Hokage tries to get him out of it, and he says, we're not in no genjutsu. Kakashi lifts up a Sharingan just to make sure. He goes, no, we're not. What the hell is happening, no third? And what goes down is, right in front of their eyes, Earth blows up right in front of them, and it shocks them. And Naruto goes, this is the tremendous power I have to restrain every single day. This is called Destroyer Key. All of them look at him like they're shocked. They're like, what the hell? Kuruma's like, I've seen Naruto destroy a whole planet before, but I've never seen him destroy the entire whole planet. And if you guys hear any background noise, I apologize. I've been doing a lot of stopping and starting on my videos due to the fact that there's an air show going on, and I don't live that far from an airport, so it annoys me. So I apologize for the background sound. I'm sick of stopping, so I'm going to keep going, okay guys? And so as Naruto is looking at them, and Kakashi and the third Hokage are just panicking, Naruto goes, I have destroyed Earth, just to let you guys know, this is the magnitude that you guys are facing. Hey Angel. Angel smiles, no, not to worry Naruto. She taps the ground twice, and time reverts back. They're like, was that just an illusion? And Naruto goes, no, that is not an illusion. And she puts a barrier down. Naruto goes to the third Hokage, grabs a block, which he normally stamps on, and he instantly erases it right in front of them. And Kakashi's like, what the? Naruto goes, I am the god of destruction of the Universe 13, okay? My name is Naruto Uzumaki, the son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. I was once the Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tailed Fox. However, the Nine-Tailed Fox is my friend. My pet, but my best friend. So, in a sense, yeah. And not only that, I would like to re-establish and reconnect with my village, As you now know, I am a god of destruction. So I have my own type of thinking, my own type of feeling towards things. And I would like to experience human life before I become a full-on deity. Kakashi is shocked, he's really shocked. And what goes down now, he saw the immense power that came off Naruto. He's not gonna take it for granted, He's like, oh, okay. And what goes down is the third Hokage goes, are you going to be cold wearing the outfit you wear? Naruto goes, not at all. No, this outfit's made for God's destruction. And so I'm going to remain in my God of Destruction clothes, if you don't mind, Lord Third. I'll put the headband on, of course, and representing of Konoha. However, I will not remove my Destroyer clothes, okay? And the third Hokage agrees, and Kakashi agrees. And they go, well, Kakashi Sensei, I thought you had a mission, right? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, well, I'd like to be off if you don't mind. And he goes, yeah, kid, whatever. And so it goes down, as they're going down, Kakashi goes, so you're really a god, Naruto? And Naruto goes, well, yeah, pretty much. And he goes, how interesting. He goes, are you going to tell Sakura and Sasuke? And Naruto goes, no, I'm not going to tell them. But if they're going to ask where I have been, I just been away and I've just had a tremendous growth, I guess. Kakashi goes, like they'll believe you. And so what goes down is, as Naruto is walking back to them, they head up to the land of waves. Sakura's face is mega red because all she's seen is Naruto's rock hard abs and really, really strong, sexy body. And Sasuke is like jealous. Like, not one, Naruto's taller than him, and two, Naruto has a sexy body. And Sasuke goes, where the hell did you go, Naruto? And Naruto goes, wouldn't you like to know, Sasuke? As Naruto's walking, Sasuke goes, what the hell does that mean, Naruto? Answer my damn question when I talk to you. Naruto looks at him and goes, why? Because, why? You gonna take your anger out on me because your brother wiped out your clan? Sasuke's eyes open up and walks back. He's like, what? And Naruto goes, yeah, I know everything about what Itachi did. I even know why Itachi did it too. So before you jump to conclusion and think that your brother's a bad person, I really believe you need to look deep down within yourself and look at the actual character that is Itachi, and then your answer will come. But until then, shut your mouth. Sasuke's just shocked, and Sakura's even shocked too, and Kakashi's like, whoa, Naruto is exerting absolute authority. And what did he mean by he did it because he was told to? And as they're walking, Naruto notices a puddle, and without even hesitating, Naruto instantly does a massive pressure shockwave with his finger, doing a massive breeze, blowing the demon brothers out of the water. Naruto goes, I know I saw your life force there. How interesting. Who are you two? And what goes down, as they're about to rush at Naruto, Sasuke jumps over Naruto, not trying to be one up, and spins around and kicks the two brothers' arms down and knees them both individually in the face and throws them down in front of Naruto. Naruto goes, was that necessary, Sasuke? And Sasuke goes, shut the hell up, we're on a mission, you meant to take things seriously, Naruto? Naruto goes, I did. They were pretty much in a standstill until you had to, you had to escalate it, Sasuke. And Sasuke looks at Naruto and grits his teeth. And Kakashi goes, enough, Sasuke. He goes down and goes, you two, where were you two going? What were you two doing? Why are you here? And they explain everything about Zabuza, Gato, and Bounty on Tazuna. Naruto's like, wow, this world is really corrupt. How very, very irritating. I might listen to, what's her name, Angel, when it comes to the idea of Earth. But at this present time, he loves Earth, and so he's not going to leave. But what goes down is after the revealing shock of the demon brothers telling them what happens, and Naruto goes, how exciting. If I was a normal Genin, I would have been bloody frozen in fear, but however, this is so different. And so what goes down is, as they're going through the land of wave, led towards the land of waves, Zabuza's sword comes flying at them. But this time, instead of Naruto ducking, he catches the blade and erases it instantly. He catches it and goes, how dare you attack a god? He instantly erases the blade in his hand, and Zabuza's like, what the hell did you do with my sword? Naruto appears, and he goes, it's not what I did, it's where it is. It's not a what, it's not a thing no more, it doesn't exist. Punches Zabuza, destroying his ribs, smashing him into the ground, crating. And Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura watching Naruto float in midair, right in front of them. Naruto goes down as, I don't mean to be like this. I don't. But I don't like senseless destruction. I don't like senseless death. What you tried to do was senseless death. Senseless murder. And Zabuza was like, ugh. And he goes, so you come from the hidden mist village. Did you know that Yagura, the third Kazekage, was controlled by Madara Uchiha? This is why all the blood mist situation happened? And Zabuza was like, what? And he goes, Shows for your information how much you guys lack. Naruto puts his hand forward and goes, when you wake up, and you will wake up, I want you to know one thing. You ever come near me or my friends again, purple energy emits from Naruto that scares everyone around. This killing aura has felt everywhere. Haku was about to interfere, but the moment Naruto begins to release this Empress Haki, just this pressure of godly presence, he drops to the ground. Zabuza, he's already on the ground, but he full on it's just true fear. Naruto goes, good. Flicks him in the head, knocks him out. And Naruto goes, I know you were there, Haku of the Mist. Haku lands, and Naruto goes, same one I gave this one. You ever come after me or my friends again, Naruto goes, I will erase both of you from existence. Naruto turns around and goes, come on guys. And so what goes down is, as they all head out, like Tarzan is like, what the hell? Kakashi is just like, he's going through PTSD. What he just remembered, okay, he just watched Earth be destroyed, and he's standing literally by a god, and he's told by this god that he's not allowed to tell no one. Okay, so Kakashi's in a bad way. He's in a bad way. I'm sorry, my boy Kakashi, but you're in a bad way, buddy. And so as they get to Tarzan's house, Kakashi begins to do chakra trading with Sasuke and Sakura because Naruto doesn't need it. But what happens is Sasuke is really angry, really pissed off that Naruto knows certain things, and the fact that Naruto is way stronger than him. And so Sasuke decides to challenge Naruto. Without telling him he's challenging Naruto, he instantly jumps at Naruto, fire style, fireball, jutsu, shoots a fireball at Naruto. Naruto goes, Sasuke. He instantly catches the fire with his hand, and he instantly starts to draw it into his hand. He goes, blows it out, and they're like, he's like, what the hell did you? Naruto goes, a lot of energy. That was really cool. I actually am impressed, Sasuke. Sasuke shocked at Naruto, and Naruto goes, but there's more that you can do, way more than you can do. Your Sharingan haven't evolved the Mangekyo yet, and if a special condition is possibly met by mixing Ashura and Injura's chakra together, then the Rinnegan will form, but you only have half of it. Now, he stands up and goes, what do you mean half of it? And he goes, you are the reincarnation of Injura Otsutsuki. And what goes down, he's like, what? And Naruto goes, I am the reincarnation of the other brother, Ashura Otsutsuki. We are the descendant of the god of Shinobi, Hagoromo Otsutsuki, the one who spread Ninshu, and our nations have dramatically violated that power, destroyed it, the trust, the energy, everything in it. Naruto walks over to Sasuke and he goes, you have a great destiny upon yourself as well. Don't let that false anger control you, Sasuke. And Sasuke goes, what the hell do you mean false anger? He killed my parents out of cold blood. You don't know nothing. And Naruto goes, but on the contrary, I actually saw it. I saw everything that went down. Up until the point where Itachi was talking to the village elders, even conspiring with the masked man Uchiha, known as, and looks at Kakashi and goes, Obito Uchiha? And Kakashi's like, what? And he goes, yes. Obito is posing as Madara right now. He's been posing as Madara for a while, since the death of Rin. And Kakashi's like, how? And he goes, Madara had a plan, so on and so forth. And he goes, is this because you're a god, you can sense this? And Naruto instantly taps Kakashi in the head. I told you to say nothing. And Kakashi is absolutely feeling the fear. And Kakashi, I'm so sorry. Naruto looks at him and goes, looks like you're suffering from some form of PTSD. Did see what I do to traumatize you? And Kakashi goes, yeah, it did. Naruto goes, I apologize. I'll have Angel check you out when we go back, okay? And Naruto looks back at Sasuke and goes, back to what I was saying. Your brother was coerced by a masked man named Obito Uchiha. He's the person that forced your brother to awaken the Sharingan at a young age by not killing him and killing his friends in front of him. And Sasuke's just shocked and he goes, but what does that have to do with my brother? Like, why are you? And Naruto goes, shut up and listen. I'll explain. Your father, Fukasaku, was going to do a rebellion against Konoha, you know? Only due to the fact that the Uchiha lost all their roles due to the Ninetales attack. And they were blamed. And Naruto goes, oh no, they weren't to blame. It was Obito all along. He's the reason why my mother and father are dead. And everyone else's lives are dead. And Kakashi's just shocked. Like he's just having one after the other, like, situation blow his mind. Now this idea that what's it called, Obito is alive, this blows Kakashi's brain. He's like, nah, like, you're not even joking, are you? Naruto's like, I'm not joking. And so what happens is Naruto goes, I'll help them out with training, Kakashi Sensei. I actually have a gift for you if you don't mind. I normally shouldn't interfere, but much like a Rukia, you kind of, well, at least gave me a go, at least, you know? You're a real person. Even that 1,000 years of death was painful. But I learned a lot of experience from that, even though it was just one time. And Kakashi's shocked and he goes, so, if you don't mind. And what goes down is, yep, Angel appears right in front of Naruto. Angel goes, yes, Naruto, may I be of service, Lord? And Naruto goes, are you able to heal Kakashi's eye? And she goes, almost not. He goes, okay, are you able to connect Kakashi's chakra pathways to be compatible with the eye? And she goes, just a little bit of tweaking here and there. Yeah, I can, why? He goes, I would like you to do that for Kakashi, please. And Kakashi's like, what? And Naruto goes, yeah, well, so you can leave your eye open and not feel any strain upon it. And have the benefits of having a Sharingan. Sasuke goes, what? Kakashi Sensei had the Sharingan? And Naruto's like, shh. And so what happens is Kakashi immediately, yep. She waves her wand. or stuff. And she goes, is that all, Lord Naruto? And Naruto goes, no, there's one more thing. And she goes, oh, what is it? Please tell me. And she goes, please call me Naruto. I'm not going to tell you again. And so what goes down is, as he says that, Angel smiles, and she goes, I'll be taking my leave now, Naruto. And he goes, thank you. And she disappears. Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi are just again shocked. Sasuke kind of blushed because Angel looked beautiful, and he couldn't believe it. And Sakura saw this, which made her jealous, okay? Naruto, for the next couple of weeks, Naruto begins to train Sasuke and Sakura in hand-to-hand combat because Naruto is far stronger than Kakashi. And not only that, Naruto even begins to train Kakashi, making them, all three of them, fight Naruto. And bear in mind, Naruto is only using his pinky finger. He doesn't even need to, he can just use the wind from his body to stop them, but what happens, he pushes them all. He pushes them all to the point where Sasuke is actually stronger than he is in canon. Naruto goes to him, the reason why I'm training you guys up so much is because may not be here all the time, and you guys need to be able to do things on your own. Sasuke's just like, where did you go for those last 2 months? Sorry. Naruto goes, simply put, I've had a revelation. Something dawned upon me, and I needed to disappear for a bit. So thanks to the third Hokage's help, I was able to go. Kakashi knows this is all a lie, but hey, it's how the idea gets out. Naruto walks over and tells him, now give it a go climbing the tree. And bear in mind, there's like 2 weeks in training. Sasuke and Sakura climb on the tree and they begin to fight. Sasuke actually early begins to practicing changing lightning chakra or changing nature, you know, only due to the fact that one, Kakashi is right there and he's not injured. 2, Sasuke is a prodigy, and 3, Sasuke wants to catch up to Naruto because he believes it's a feasible idea to catch up to Naruto. Unfortunately, it's not. And so what happens is when they get to the land of waves, the bridge and everything like that, the villagers tell Naruto and Sasuke and them about Gato and his men and how they terrorize them all the time, and they actually really pisses Naruto off. And so as they go to build a bridge and everything like that, Naruto senses it. He looks up and he sees Gato and his men walking forward. And doing so, what goes down is, as this happens, they laugh at him. They laugh at Naruto for interfering, but at the same time, like, you're gonna lose now, brat. Naruto goes, no, I don't think so. What ends up going down is Zabuza and Haku land right in front of Naruto. Zabuza goes, so what you said was true, kid? The third Kazekage was being controlled, the third Mizukage was being controlled? And he goes, yes, he was. And he goes, thank you for that. You don't know how much useful your information has become. Naruto goes, not at all. And he instantly wants to go, hey Angel. Angel comes down and goes, can you give me can you recreate the sword that I destroyed, please? And she goes, certainly. She recreates the sword and gives it to Zabuza. Zabuza's like, what the hell did you? And Naruto goes, don't worry about that. I see you're here to stop these guys from entering the bridge. Well, if you're going to do so, might I suggest you become this village's new protector? Zabuza's like, what? He goes, yeah. Why don't you become this village's new protector? You have the power to it, you and Haku can, and I can see that Haku loves you directly to the point where he will sacrifice his life for you. So there's that you need to work on also. But this fight for me, it's for me. So stand back, this is my job. I'm not doing this because I'm a shinobi. Naruto flies over. I'm doing this because this is my job. And as Naruto flies over and peers right over Gato, he goes, all you men are doing is causing pain and suffering to innocents. As God of Destruction, I hate that. As Naruto Uzumaki of the Hidden Leaf, that's even worse. Purple energy emits over Naruto. Everywhere starts to shake. Lightning appears around Naruto. Gato and everyone is in fear. Zabuza's like, this presence is like he's a god. Sasuke and Sakura are already on the ground, like just trembling at Naruto's power. Kakashi walks over to him and goes, yes, it is the power of a god, for he is one. He is the strongest god. Naruto looks over Kakashi, hearing that, but Naruto trusts Kakashi. Every time Kakashi talks, it's for a reason, and so Naruto's gonna trust Kakashi. And Zabuza's like, what do you mean, the strongest god? Like the original shinobi god that created this world? And he goes, no, he's nothing but a speck of dust to what this Naruto can do. A couple of weeks ago, Naruto destroyed this planet right in front of me, and just with a snap of a staff, it came back. I've seen things in my life, but I've never seen this before. And this shocks Zabuza. And for him to give you praise, Zabuza, and tell you and give you a new mission, I believe you should take it. You'll win the respect of not only Konoha, but the god of destruction himself. Naruto's smiling hearing this. And Zabuza's like, oh, okay, oh my gosh, alright. Like they're shaking, the trembling, the fear that goes through him. Because he saw that Naruto just destroyed his sword like it was nothing. And so for him to see his sword get destroyed, yes, he's not going to do nothing. And so as Naruto flies down by Gato and goes, so you are the culprit. You are the man that's making all these men come here, right? And he goes, yeah, and he goes, wrong. These men are adults. They have a choice. They all came here by choice. Naruto puts his hands up, and he goes, and this is the choice you made. You pissed me off, the god of destruction. And they're like, I would have had a different... Naruto goes, I would have chose differently. But you decided to come here and brag and believe... Naruto gets really angry and monologuing. As god of destruction, I charge you with death. Goodbye. Hakai! Boom! Purple energy emits over all of them. They all die right in front of everyone. Everyone in the village, everyone that was there, Zabuza, Haku, everyone that's there, they saw that. They saw this. And they are scared. Naruto walks away. There's nothing left of Gato and his men. And he goes, all's well that ends well, I guess. I think our mission's over, Kakashi-sensei. Should we head back to the village? And what happens is, they were shocked. Now bear in mind, Naruto made friends with Tazuna's son or grandson, whatever he is, that little boy has made him really close to the point where Naruto says, you'll be a strong ninja if you just push yourself, okay, young man? And he smiles. Naruto still leaves with the same type of tears in his eyes because Naruto knows what it's like to be an orphan and be this way. Yeah, his grandson. Anyway, and as Naruto leaves, the bridge is still called the Great... It's called the Great Naruto Bridge or the Great Destroyer Bridge. Just tell me in the comments, guys, you want it to call the Great Naruto Bridge or the Great Destroyer Bridge, okay? But anyway, as Naruto and them walking back to going back to the village, and Hazaba's on them stay in the hidden waves area or land of waves place. What happens is Sasuke and them are just shocked looking at Naruto, and they're like, "What happened to you?" And Naruto goes, "Sasuke, Sakura. What Kakashi tried to say to you is, yes, indeed, I'm a god. But I'm not a god where you should want to piss off. Let's just say that." Sasuke looks at Naruto like, because Naruto's looking right at Sasuke. And he goes, "What do you mean a god?" Naruto goes, "I'm the god of destruction of this entire universe." It hits Sasuke and Sakura like a ton of bricks. You know, like, they're like they just can't believe it. They really can't believe it. And what goes down is Kakashi's like, "Yeah, now you understand how I feel, you two." They look at Kakashi, and what happens is Naruto goes to Kakashi, "But I wasn't lying though, Kakashi-sensei. He is alive. And thanks to that new power you have in your eye, you will not have no issues. Am I right?" And he goes, "Yes, I've had no issues at all, in fact, Naruto." He goes, "Good. Can you open us up a time-space portal then?" And Kakashi goes, "What?" And he goes, "I have detailed analysis upon how your dojutsu works. I have possible detailed analysis how Sasuke's dojutsu works, okay? I even know what's best for what Sakura needs to learn in terms of fighting and combat." And Sakura looks at Naruto, "What?" Sasuke's like, "What?" Kakashi's like, Naruto goes, "You have the ability called Kamui. Technically, the other eye had the ability to phase through things and could teleport by contact. You can teleport things remotely, but you can't phase through things at this present time. You need to evolve that power. But you still have the ability to teleport us there. So if you might, Kakashi-sensei, can you open us a portal, please? I'm sick of this walking." And Kakashi's like, oh yeah, Naruto, I'll give it a go." Kakashi closes his eyes, and Sasuke goes, "By the way, how did you..." And Naruto goes, "Shut up, Sasuke. We'll explain later. Over some ramen." Sasuke's like, yeah, alright, Naruto. Oh, God. Naruto goes, and as Kakashi says calmly and opens a portal, Naruto turns back to Sasuke and Sakura. "Never refer to me as a god. Just Naruto Uzumaki, the same idiot you guys remember. Just a lot more dangerous." Naruto turns away, and they're really shocked. And the reason why Naruto's been like this is he's been trained by an angel, and he was in that time chamber kind of thing for over 51 days, like over almost 60 days Naruto was in there, so that's like 60 straight years of training. You know, come on guys. Naruto's a boss. And so what goes down is, as Kakashi opens the portal, he's like, "What the? It actually works." And Naruto goes, "Yeah, you don't realize how strong you are, Kakashi-sensei. Once your power fully evolves, because Angel gave you the DNA connection of the other dojutsu eye, so you'll eventually manifest that part of the dojutsu. And thanks to her healing abilities, you will not go blind using it. So Ergo, your Mangekyo has now become an eternal Mangekyo. It won't change from here, but you'll start to develop more powers like a Susanoo. And Kakashi's like, huh? Okay. Like, he's just baffled. And Sasuke goes, can I get that kind of help? But he only whispers to himself. Naruto hears this because he's got God senses, and he goes, of course. But you need to unlock their power first. And Naruto goes, come on. And they all walk through the portal. As they walk through the portal, they're outside of Konoha. And Kakashi walks through, and they're kind of scared. And when he gets through, he's like, huh? Turns around, and he closes the portal. Everyone that's walking in and out of the village, like Guy and them, they're like, Kakashi, how did you do that? And he goes, oh, you're showing your Sharingan. Oh, okay. Like, they're shocked. And that guy's, Kakashi just, he has no words. Naruto goes, well, I will leave you to go debrief the third Hokage, Kakashi-sensei. Sasuke, Sakura, should go have some food, and we'll talk more about the matter. And they're like, yeah, Naruto. Naruto walks and Sasuke follows. Naruto goes, I'll tell you everything about Itachi too, Sasuke, and this is going to hurt you. Alright? Because Sasuke, Itachi's my hero. And Sasuke looks at Naruto, but how can you? And Naruto goes, places his head on his shoulders. I know you have a lot of anger. I know you got a lot of frustrations and hatred. He only did so you can awaken your eyes properly. Sasuke looks at Naruto, and Naruto goes, everything will be explained to you later. And so as Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura goes to eat food, Kakashi goes to the third Hokage, tells him everything. The third Hokage is like, you have your work cut out for you, Kakashi. Kakashi goes, yeah, hell yeah, I want a raise, old man. I want the biggest raise possible. And the third Hokage is like, yeah, and he's like, no, you're not getting me, Lord Third. I want the biggest raise. The person I have with me is the God of Destruction. Meaning, all the weight is on my shoulders, not yours, not anyone else, mine. And the third Hokage goes, very well. You'll get the top raise of the village. He goes, thank you. I need a break. This kid, he shocks me. And so Kakashi goes and has some time for himself, And what goes down is, after Naruto explained everything to Sakura, she goes back home, And this is when Naruto goes with Sasuke and goes, I would like to come back to your village's, your clan's compound, if you don't mind, Sasuke. And Sasuke goes, oh yeah. And as they're walking back to the compound, the Jonings, the root ninjas of Danzo is watching everything. And as one comes closer, Naruto destroys the branch where he sits on, and he hits the ground. Sasuke turns around to about attack. But Naruto goes, no, these Danzo's root Onbu ninjas, they're watching. Naruto goes, you guys better go back to the Danzo now, or you won't go back to him at all. They look at Naruto and they see this like true power behind it, like, oh shit, yeah, whatever. He disappears immediately, and Sasuke goes, wow, it must be cool being a destroyer god. Naruto goes, no, it is not, because countless of trillions of lives are all in my hand. And Sasuke's like, but didn't you want to become Hokage one day? Naruto goes, he slaps his head, I completely forgot about that. It's been almost 60 years since I thought about that. Sasuke goes, 60 years? And Naruto explains everything, and they become close, and Naruto begins to talk to him. Naruto walks into Sasuke's house, and they sit down, and Naruto goes, simply put, Sasuke, Itachi killed your family to save the village, because your father was planning a coup d'etat. And from there, he did what was best to try to save everyone, and the only chance he got to do anything was to save you. Even though it may seem cruel, even though it may seem evil what he did all of it for you, Sasuke. Sasuke looks at Naruto, your brother's sick. He's not fully sick to the point where it's going to take over him now, but he has an illness that I'll have repaired immediately. As I told you, Itachi's my hero. He's the best shinobi out there that I've ever seen in my life. I've seen my father, I've seen everyone, even Shisui and Itachi. He's something else entirely. He was part of the Third Great Ninja War, youngest Uchiha to awaken his Sharingan. The greatest beginning in the academy, one of the best ninjas of the village. He would have made the most powerful Hokages to ever exist if he did what he did. Alright? Sasuke's shocked, and he kind of cries, and he knows that what Naruto is saying is all truth. He does not deny that. Everything Naruto is saying is all truth. Sasuke looks down and goes, I'm sorry for how we all treated Naruto. Smacks him in the head and says, don't be apologetic. It helped me become a better destroyer god. Let me just say that right now, okay? Because if I was trained at birth as a destroyer god and I saw this planet right now, I would have obliterated it without no second thought. And disappeared and did it again and again and again. And he looks right at Sasuke. Sasuke looks at Naruto, he's shocked. And he goes, and technically me and you, by our spirits and nature, we're brothers, Sasuke. Both of us share half of Hagoromo's chakra. And Sasuke goes, really? And he goes, yes, you are the living descendant of Indra Otsutsuki and Madara Uchiha. I am the living descendant of Ashura Otsutsuki and the reincarnation of Hashirama Senju. Sasuke is just shocked. And he goes, so it's in our best interest to work together to help guide this world together, you know? I'm not going to be here forever. So if I could help this world with you and have you on top or your brother, I don't care as long as one of you guys do it, because I see a great potential in you, Sasuke, like I do with Itachi. He has the greatest potential. And Sasuke is just shocked and he goes, thank you, Naruto, for everything. And Naruto goes, not to worry. I have one favor to ask you, Sasuke. And guess what? I'm going to use your house as base. I'm not going to technically live here, but I'm going to use your house as base to make it look like I stay here. So when the Jonin see me, they actually think I live here. And Sasuke goes, why did you just live here? And he goes, I have my own home back in deep space. And he goes, oh, your own god room. He goes, pretty much, yeah. But I'll stay the night tonight. And so Sasuke and Naruto, he stays at Sasuke's house. And from there, Naruto and Sasuke friendship becomes really close. And Naruto, over these next couple of days before the tuning exam begin, train. Naruto pushing Sasuke's Sharingan to its limits, telling Sasuke to leave his Sharingan active all day and don't stop. And Naruto looks at Sakura, build up chakra, build it up, and don't stop building chakra. Okay? And this is what you guys are going to do until the tuning exams. And they are fine with it, like, it's hard training, you know? And as Sakura's building up chakra, Naruto goes and spars with her and pushes her, you know? Making her fight. And not only that, Naruto's doing the same with Sasuke, pushing him, making him fight. Bear in mind, Naruto still has the ability to use chakra and to use Shadow Clone. So, a kid with chakra that is pretty much a god of destruction, how the hell do you think powerful this kid's gonna be, you know? And so, as the Naruto is training them, pushing them to their max potential, what goes down is time for the tuning exams. And as this goes down, Angel appears before the start and goes, Naruto. And Naruto goes, oh, Angel, what's up? And she goes, there's an incident that needs your attention. You got how long is it gonna be? He goes, about an hour and a half away. Naruto goes, oh, I see. Naruto goes, I'll tell the third Hokage that I'm not gonna be here, and then I'll come right away. And she goes, thank you, Naruto. Naruto disappears immediately and appears right by the third Hokage, and he tells him, Lord Third, oh hey Kurama. And Kurama's like, oh hey Naruto. And how you like it over there? He goes, you know what, this old geezer, he's not bad. And the third Hokage smiles and he goes, Anyway, Lord Third, I'm going to be going for a while. And Kurama goes, you going to do your job? And Naruto goes, yes, I'm going to do my job. I'll be back within 2 hours, I guess. And he goes, that's fine, Naruto. I was gonna state that you don't need to do the tuning exams. You're by far a Jonin. You're a Hokage. Naruto goes, I know, but I want to make sure I pass the right way, okay? If you don't mind just holding up, leaving me out for the first written exam, I won't be long, okay? And he goes, by all means, Lord Naruto. He bows to Naruto. Kurama goes, can I come for a look? And Naruto goes, yeah, alright. He puts his hand out, Kurama jumps on his arm, and he runs up on Naruto's shoulders. And he goes, see you soon, old man. And Kurama goes, see you, old man. And what goes down is Angel taps his staff. They disappear immediately. The third Hokage's like, why did this god come and ask me for permission? I am so confused. And so as this goes down, Naruto and Kurama going with Angel, and Angel goes, nice to see you again, Kurama. And he goes, you too, Angel. You look lovely as ever. And she smiles. Kurama jumps off at Naruto's shoulder and jumps onto her shoulder and goes on. Naruto goes, you always liked her more. And he goes, she's nice to me, Naruto. You scary. Naruto goes, well, you haven't seen her really. And so they get there in a couple of hours and they're there. And Naruto looks down and he goes, what's with this world? And he goes, there's two warring factions. They're fighting over simple resources. One's fighting over land and for arable place to grow food. And the other one's fighting for water. Naruto goes, so what deficits do they have individually? Well, one needs water and the other one needs land, oppositely. And when one needs the water, they have the land, but don't have the water. And one that needs the land has the water, but doesn't have much of the land. Naruto goes, oh, this is so cut and dry. Do they know upon me? And she goes, yes, they do. Naruto goes, okay, I won't be long. Naruto instantly appears on the ground right in front of these two leaders as they're talking, well, going to war, in a sense, but talking. Naruto lands right in front of them. And as he does so, they look at him like, hey, who the hell are you? They see Naruto's God of Destruction clothes. And they look at Naruto like, oh, I've only heard mentions of... He's looking at Naruto and says, I'm sorry for talking out of turn, Lord Destroyer, bows to Naruto. Naruto goes, I'm glad you know who I am. When the other leader sees that, he's like, why are you bowing to this kid anyway? He's nothing but a little brat. Naruto goes, looks at him, and he goes, you're not a good leader, are you? Nor are you a respectful one. I think you need to shut your mouth. And he shuts up immediately, because he just feels this killer intent. He looks at the leader and goes, so what seems to be the problem? He allows them to explain their problems, and Naruto goes, I see. Well, this world is on the verge of a ecological collapse, where this world is going to go off a greenhouse effect and be destroyed, which in turn I will have to eradicate. They are shocked to hear that after finding out that Naruto is the true god of destruction. What goes down, he goes, but I have a simple method to help you guys. If you guys don't mind, they're like, yeah, anything, Lord Naruto. Naruto goes, good. You have land, allow them to on your land. Because it's not your land. This land is not yours. This planet is technically not yours. It's every being that lives here. And you're due to your guys' stupid squabbling, is destroying everything. Now you guys almost have one last chance, even if I don't interfere, one last chance to end this. So end this now. Get over your guys' petty grievances. You're all the same. And they listen to Naruto and they shut their mouths. I'll be back in 10 years. If nothing has changed, you're dead. All of you are dead. I don't give a damn if you have families or the planet's slightly going the right way. If the planet is worse than what it is right now, I will annihilate all of you. Do you guys understand? And he looks back at the leader that called him a brat. And you're not the leader no more. You understand? So shut your mouth when I speak. And he shuts up, looking at Naruto. Everyone around this planet, they hear Naruto. I am Naruto Uzumaki, the god of destruction of this universe. You will hear me now. They all hear him. The leader of your world is this man. And that is it. End your squabbling. I'll be back in 10 years. Naruto turns away and he looks at the leader that's still bowed to Naruto. And he goes, you may get up now. You're the ruler of this world. I hope you do better than what you both were doing individually. Naruto walks away. And he's like, thank you, Lord Naruto. I'll make sure I'll not fail you. I know you won't. Naruto smiles. Is that it for today? I'm Angel? And she goes, yes, that is. I'm Naruto. And Naruto goes, alright, I think I got a tuning exam to get back to. So if you please, she flies over back to Earth and she goes to Naruto, you are a really interesting god of destruction, Naruto. Naruto goes, oh? And she goes, yes, you're not just simply destroying the worlds, you're making them resolve their conflicts without destruction. So there doesn't not need to be destruction be put. Naruto goes, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I grew up in a life where people hated me for my power. And if people found out that on Earth that I am the god of destruction the way I am, they'll hate me even more, but then fear me. They'll fear me even more, and that's not what I want. I want my people and everyone around the universe to understand that I only come for true reasons. Not because I have a senseless murder like Beerus and the others. And she's like, she smiles. And Beerus in Universe 7 hears his ears twitch. She's like, what the? Someone's talking about me. He smiles because he knows exactly who's talking about him. And so it goes down as Angel states that after the tuning exams, Naruto's going to have a month of training. She would like to take Naruto back into the God realm to train him some more. Naruto goes, that's fine, thank you, Angel. She smiles and says, well, is that all, my lord? And she goes, no, that's it. Oh, actually, Angel, I would like you to help me with Sasuke and his brother eventually. And she goes, I'm way ahead of you, Lord Naruto. She pulls out a vial and tells Naruto, all you need to do is give this to Itachi to drink. And secondly, just let me know when Sasuke has fully unlocked his Mangekyo, and I'll be here to help. Naruto smiles. Thank you so much, my dear. He bows to her and she bows. You no need to bow. I'm your attendant. And he goes, you're more than my attendant. You're my friend. You're also my best friend. So I thank you. And she smiles. He goes, thank you, Naruto. She disappears immediately. As she disappears and goes back to her world, Whis contacts her and goes, hey, hello, Angel. And she goes, oh, hey, big brother. How's it going? She goes, oh, just checking in. So, how's the new god of destruction? And she's like, he is something else. I see why Lord Zeno has chosen him. And he smiles, that's good. I hope he teaches all these stupid gods of destruction how to do their jobs properly. And she goes, oh, he will. He definitely will. He smiles and goes, well, I hope you do well and I'll hear from you again later, okay, little sister? And she goes, you too, big brother. Goodbye. And as he disappears, what goes down is Naruto appears by the Forest of Death, right by Sasuke and them. Sasuke goes, took you long enough. Naruto goes, yeah. Hey, what's wrong with your knuckles? Oh, I had a fight with this bushy brows kid. He did really well. Amazingly, took me off guard. And if it wasn't for your training and reaction time speed, I wouldn't have taken him. Naruto goes, that taijutsu kid, Lee? And he goes, yeah. If he was to let go of all his power, he'll probably kill you. And Sasuke goes, what? And he goes, yeah, probably one of the most powerful kids here. Besides that, Sand Shinobi, who's the one-tailed Jinchuriki. And then Naruto looks at Orochimaru and he goes, He immediately does a shadow clone. The shadow clone appears and disappears immediately. Orochimaru saw this and he's a little bit nervous, but he doesn't know. And so it goes down as Anko explains the rules and tells them everyone to begin. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura appear in the forest. Now, bear in mind, Sakura's not so useless no more. She knows how to do certain type of jutsu. Naruto forced her to do more chakra control, and by her own definition of nature, she has perfect chakra control. So things, when it comes to manipulation of chakra, is easy for Sakura. And Sasuke, he can keep his Sharingan on 24/7, thanks to Naruto's brutal training. You know, he's still got 2 Tomoe in the Sharingan, but it's there, you know, the power's there. And so as Naruto and them do the forest, what goes down is Naruto can sense Orochimaru approaching, and Naruto just vaguely states, well, I need to go for a piss if you don't mind, just watch out for me, okay? And Sasuke goes, yeah, shouldn't we have a password? And Naruto goes, yeah, okay, I'll tell you the password. And Sasuke and them go, cool as. Naruto walks away to relieve himself, and this is when Orochimaru heard everything. He walks forward and he goes, about 5 minutes after Naruto finished, and he goes, hey guys, and Sasuke goes, what's the password? He says the password, but Sasuke looks at him and didn't see the purple eyes that Naruto gave. And without hesitating, Sasuke chucks 3 kunai at Orochimaru and jumps away with Sakura. Sakura instantly leaves hand signs, and she shoots a weak fireball jutsu, but hey, it's still a fireball jutsu nonetheless. Sasuke taught Sakura how to do the hand signs, and because of her perfect chakra control, she was able to emit a little flame, but it was enough, you know? It hit Orochimaru enough for them to like kind of make some distance. And as Orochimaru goes, little brat, she rushes and does a summoning and sends a snake to go eat Sasuke. And as the snake appears, Naruto immediately appears in front of the snake, touches his head. The snake immediately senses who Naruto is and what Naruto is. And immediately goes, I'm sorry, I will summon. He goes, it's alright, I'll unsummon you. Naruto uses his godly chakra and his ki together to instantly de-summon the snake without killing it. And walks over to Orochimaru. Orochimaru goes, how did you do that, brat? Naruto goes, simple. I'm the god of destruction. And you are Orochimaru, one of the 3 legendary Sanis. Orochimaru says, huh? Naruto appears and kicks him around the gut. I know what you're trying to achieve, immortality. Please, you're only a human trying to become a god. Naruto smacks Orochimaru, knocking him straight into the ground, cratering him, destroying the entire area. Orochimaru tries to slither out of the body into a new body. Naruto stomps on Orochimaru's snake, grabs him, picks him up, and Orochimaru tries to do everything, and Naruto goes, normally I would kill you, but you come to Konoha, you risk the lives of my friends, and starts to crush Orochimaru. So you know what? Naruto uses his unique talents and skills and uses chakra to bind Orochimaru in place. And Naruto goes, I'm going to give you a fate worse than death. This is what I'm going to give you. Naruto slams Orochimaru down. By this time, Anko and some Jonins have appeared right by Naruto, by the 3rd Hokage expressed situation to not interfere until Naruto finishes it. They all watch Naruto defeat Orochimaru. Anko comes over and goes, thank you, Naruto. Naruto goes, alright, me, Sasuke, and Sakura have the scrolls now, so we'll be leaving. We'll be leaving you with Orochimaru. The 3rd Hokage will debrief you. Let's go. Everyone's just looking at Naruto like, what the hell? And they make it out of the Forest of Death, and their teams have been chosen. Everything goes relative the same, but Sakura knocks out Ino, because she does. Sasuke destroys the Sound Ninja, destroys him, and Naruto, unfortunately, just lets Kiba know that he's technically nothing and backhands him away. So all that goes down, and it comes up to their month of training. Naruto tells Sasuke and Sakura what they need to do. He tells them exactly what they need to do. He tells Sakura, thanks to her extreme chakra control, everything there, he wants her to collectively gather her power at a single point on her head, because Naruto he knows about Tsunade and her big bosoms, but he knows about Tsunade and her power. And what goes down is he tells Sasuke it'd be best to go with Kakashi and to do your Sharingan and to work more on your lightning blade. And Sasuke goes, that's alright, Naruto, that's cool. And Naruto goes, well, I'll see you guys all later. I'm going to be doing at least almost a month, or to you guys a month worth of training. For me it's going to be like 28 years, so I'll see you guys in a while, okay? They're shocked to hear this. And Naruto goes, but this is the duties of a destroyer god. Hey Kurama jumps down. I would like you to stay here please, if you will, and look after the village while I'm gone. Kurama goes, alright. And he goes, you can go back to the old man if you like. And he goes, yeah, the old man, me and him, we have a thing. And Naruto goes, I know, you both are boring. Kurama smiles, and he goes, he rushes off to the third Hokage. He tells the third Hokage everything, well, he already knows. And Naruto goes into the tuning exams. And as Naruto disappears into the God realm, and the month flies by, this is where I'm going to leave this what if, guys. I hope you guys like this a little bit longer what if. It's been a while since I made a 1 hour what if, and this is going to be a short series, okay? So I hope you guys understand. I hope you guys like this, okay? But as usual, guys, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.